Welcome to another episode of the Monday Newsflash. My name is Dabu, and I will walk you through the past week's happenings. Today we will cover the ELEAGUE Group A, as well as some roster changes, and the WESA and Luminosity SK controversy. For everyone wondering why the Monday Newsflash is released on Tuesday, I was casting a LAN tournament last weekend, and I came home quite late on Monday, and I had to cast as well, so I simply didn't have time to record it. Let's kick it off! As always, we will start with the smaller news and work ourselves to the bigger ones. Rattlesnake is back. UKCS has some more hope for their scene. He teams up with old teammates Release and Company, so let's see where this is going. Copenhagen Wolves have picked up Vald and Mertz, and if you have seen Mertz play, keep your eyes on this guy. He is insane. Little surprise to the scene was NRG signing Tapson and Fugly. And DreamHack Summer have revealed their first invites. It's Godsend, NIP, Astralis, and Tempo Storm. And they have just released some more news for 2 more invites. Hellraisers and SK will join the invited teams. And since that's not enough yet, we had the qualifier last weekend and Epsilon managed to qualify. We will have another qualifier next weekend from the 3rd to the 5th of June. Next up is a little upset, at least for virtus.pro fans, cause Penta managed to qualify for the ESL Pro League Season 4. They dropped virtus.pro on 3 maps, 2-1 in favor of the Germans. And virtus.pro decided to decline the Premier League spot and decide to either skip this season or maybe they will be invited to ESL Pro League Season 4. You might have seen a last episode and you will know that Kjaerbye is joining Astralis instead of KGB. But that triggered a little problem for Astralis. Since Kjaerbye competed with Dignitas in the EU Minor, he's not able to play for Astralis on the Major. Astralis decided to resolve the problem by picking up Glaive for the next Major. Now we get to the bigger things in the scene. ELEAGUE's Group A has been finished last week and Luminosity managed to win it. No real surprise, they were struggling here and there, but overall a decent performance by the Brazilians. They came out on top of Cloud9, who will have to go to the last chance qualifier to the playoffs. So Luminosity is through to the playoffs and Cloud9 has to play some more. And now we have the big things, the real big things. FaZe decided to exit WESA, stating that the organization probably needs some more time to overcome some challenges. That's the wording FaZe used. One of those challenges might be SK trying to poach Luminosity's players, especially since ESL CEO and WESA board member Ralf Reichert holds, or rather held, shares in SK Gaming. And on top of that, the interim league commissioner of the WESA, Pietro Fingelli, was acting as legal representation for SK. For everyone that didn't catch the key part of the story, I will break it down real quick. SK approached Luminosity's players without their managers earlier this year in January. And even though Luminosity has signed a letter of intent that they want to extend their contracts 2 more years, SK said that Luminosity could get out of those letters of intent legally. And it seems like SK has offered Luminosity quite some good things, you know, maybe some cash or some other gimmicks. So obviously the players would have liked to join SK. The German organization allegedly put some pressure on the players to sign those new contracts with SK, and the players did that. But after Luminosity signed the contracts with SK, they realized the move wouldn't have been that good, so they decided to stay in Luminosity. They want to build some legacy with that name and the brand. So when the players told SK that they will not play for them, even though they signed the contracts earlier, which is really confusing, SK said, well, you have signed contracts with us. We are going to sue you if you're not going to play with us. And all that had 2 WESA board members in the midst of it. Keep in mind, WESA is the organization that tries to regulate and keep people from poaching players. Well, that didn't work out too well, right? Well, we have to see how this goes on in the future. I guess we will have some more news in the next weeks. Let me know your thoughts about that controversy. I think it's kind of funny. At the same time, it's kind of sad. So yeah, let me know down below in the comment section. If you want to keep up to the CSGO scene. Subscribe to the channel, leave a thumbs up if you like this episode, and as always, see you next time.